Hi, my name is Amelia Septini Simanungkalit. My student number is 06 011 2818 23 And today I will give a speech about education for all in case of disabilities and students with additional needs. So let's begin. Education. When we heard about this word, education, if we think philosophically about this word, maybe we will have some kind of questions like this. What is education? The second is, why is it necessary for people to get this education? And the last one is, do all people get this education? Well, before we think about education deeper, you must know that the most important thing about education, that's the definition. What is education? Education is actually the process of receiving, the process of giving informations and instructions, something like that. So education is basically the process of the when teachers teach the learners and learners learn from the teachers, something like that. Teachers give the information, give the instructions, and the learners learn the informations and the instructions from the teachers. So basically education is the process of receiving, the process of giving. So if we know now we know about what is education. And the second question is, why is it necessary for people to get this education? Why people have to study in school for 9 years, no, 12 years, 12 years, right? From the elementary school to the high school, senior high school, it's 12 years. And then, and after those 12 years, and you still enter the college and spend some years, like 4 years. So basically, why is it that necessary for people to get this education? Well, education is actually because that's the process of giving and receiving the informations and the instructions. Then the more you get informations, the more you get instructions, you will know better, you will know more about what happened in this world. With education, you will know yourself better. So you will know you're human, and what's in your body, and what are you. You're a human, you're a social creature, and what is social creature do? Communicate with other people, uh, and then after you learn about yourself, you will learn about other people, and then you will learn about the society, and you will learn about the government, and you will learn, and finally you will learn almost all of this world. Even you will learn about this whole universe. So actually education will affect yourself, it will affect your life. So education is that important for us. So the more you know, the more you know, the more you get, the more you know. So that's why education is important for people. And then the last question: do all people get this education? Do they? Do all people get this education? Well, if we want to say it theoretically, or you know, we will say yes, of course, all people get this education, but in reality, they're not. Not all people get this education. Well, basically, so many things happened in the society, and there are some, there are some stuffs about the education is for these people, and education is for that people, education is for them, education is for us, education is for blah blah blah. Actually, education is for all. So that's why in my education for all first launched in 1990. Education for all is actually the system policy that makes the schools clearer about the rules and the way they treat their students. Because there is no exception, and there's no difference between one students with another students. So actually, education for all is like the system policy that that manage the schools to treat their students equally. But so maybe you will think like, okay, education for all exists, but why you said that not all people get this education? Well, some, like what I said, some things that around the society. So like maybe there are some people will say like education is for rich people, education is for the government's family, the people with higher level. So in society there are actually social levels. So there are some levels that, and the most people will look down uh, with the most lowest with the lowest people with the lowest level. Well, you can say like maybe they're not rich enough, or they are they are not the people with much money, like uh, with that kind of, maybe people with not maybe the family that the father is not in a good job or something like that. This family, the members of this family, people will always look down further. So people will think like, okay, it's education is not for you, so you don't have to try. So it's it still happened, and I remember and oh, okay, um about the disabilities and the students with additional needs. Actually, there are some people who well, disabilities is like physically, mentally, and I forgot the other one, but actually, yeah, they cannot. Maybe some of them are blind, or some of them can listen, or some of them can't walk, and that's physically. And for mentally, maybe since they were born, and they have to get some harsh things, and maybe some bad things happened, so they have to, you know, their mental is not like the normal people. But it doesn't mean that they cannot get the proper education they deserve. They deserve to get the proper education. So I remember when I was elementary school students, and then one of my friend is actually my classmates is actually cannot walk, so he needed some helps for to walk to the class, or maybe to the outside, to go to the outside, and yeah, to walk. He always needed some helps to walk. And then one day, we want to go to the canteen, but then some boys, I can't say that they are my friends, no, because I didn't know them, and we were not classmates. So it is actually, I was so clueless about them. But then they came to us, and they said some harsh things to my classmates. You can't walk, so how can you study well? So that was actually so rude. That was so rude. And I still remember my classmate was crying, and I need to I need to get take him to I need to take him to the classroom, and I need to calm him down. And I told him, like, it's okay. You This is not you. You don't want to be like this, right? So they don't have right to talk those things to you. You don't have to listen to them, because they didn't know you. We didn't know them, so you don't have to listen to them. But I just well I was an elementary school student, so I cannot say something more than that. I just can say it's okay. You don't have to listen to them. We don't know them. Okay, so you don't have to cry because of those anonymous boys. So I just can um, I just can say something like that. But as I grow older, I regret something, like, if only I realized it earlier about education is for all people, no matter what you are, no matter what religion you have, no matter what gender, or what are you sexual orientation, or your disabilities, you are students with additional needs. So it doesn't matter. As I grew older, I realized that, but I regret that when I was in elementary school, I cannot say those things to my classmates. So it is still it is quite hard for me to, like, remember those things. I still remember how he was solving so hard, and it broke my heart so much. But after these years, I don't know actually what is he doing right now, but I hope he is doing well. So yeah, that's my experience with my classmates. So from that case, we still can conclude that even even in elementary school, when the students were still, 12, less than 12 years, but they already can talk things like that. That was so rude, right? So it actually, education is for all, but not all people can realize these things. So it is unfortunately happened in our society. So that's why education for all is important. How to apply this education for all? Well, I have to say that it starts from yourself. Try to appreciate more people. Try to appreciate other people's existence. Try to appreciate everything, and don't look down to the people that you think maybe they were different. Well, it's not actually different. It's not different. It's just something happened to them and they cannot avoid that. So that's not their fault, and it's no one's fault. So yeah, so that's happened. So start from yourself first. Start to appreciate more. Start to think that education is for all, because education is for all. No matter what gender you are, no matter what religion you have, no matter what you are, you deserve the education, because education for all. Thank you.